Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel where we dive into the latest photography gear and lighting tutorials to level up your shoots. Today we are reviewing the Godox XR TTL wireless receiver and updated devices to integrate your speedlights into the Godox ecosystem. There are two models, the XR and the XRS. The XR works for Canon and Nikon, and you can switch between your camera operation system via the menu, and also the XRS is working for Sony. Today we'll focus on the XR because I use Canon. So stick around because I'm gonna showcase all the features. I'm gonna hook it up and show you what it does, the pros, the cons, and whatever is worth adding to your kit. I'll have the receiver with different flashes and I'm gonna trigger it and adjust different settings with the XPro II trigger, and you will see how everything works together, what works and what doesn't work, so you have a better idea to understand what to expect for this XR receiver. So what exactly is the Godox XR? This little compact wireless receiver will bridge your existing Canon, Nikon or Sony flashes with the Godox 2.4 GHz wireless system. That means you can control them off camera with the Godox trigger, so you can add the Canon, Nikon or different speedlights to the Godox system. Let's see how it works. You have to pair it with your X3 trigger. You have to choose a channel and a group. I already did that, so I'm gonna power it on. One of my biggest issue what I have with this remote receiver is not working with more modern Canon flashes. I'm using EL5s with this smart shoe connector and it's not working with them. Absolutely is not triggering, which is a bummer for me because I will not go back to older Canon flashes. I really like this one. I think it's the best TTL flash for on-camera use. But I have an Profoto A10, which is made for Canon. I'm gonna turn it on. I have it on a TTL. I'll hook it up on the receiver. I can trigger it with my X3 Pro. So if you have a Profoto A10 and you want to use it with your Godox big strobes, or you want to add some strobes to your system, this is a very nice way to integrate it. Hopefully with future updates on the receiver, you'll be able to have more control or add more controls to the Profoto flashes. But it's a different story when I'm hooking up the Neewer Z2 Pro flash to the system. This is made for a Canon system. And all of a sudden everything changes because right now with this flash I can control the everything. I can control the power on the flash. It shows right away on the back screen here. I can change it right away from manual to TTL. It goes straight on. You can trigger it and you have full control of this flash. It's pretty nice because I use newer flashes and I really like the system. So being able to integrate this with Godox, I think it's a really good and a slick way to be able to expand your lighting system. And also, if you have one of these small flashes like the IT20, you know, any flashes, you can also be able to use with your system if you just want a little pop of light. It's a nice benefit, and I think the small flashes are becoming more and more popular. Special 2025, I think, was the year when this kind of like exploded all over, and they are very hot right now. So you can remote trigger your camera, and you need to have a wired remote for your camera to hook it up. You connect it to your camera port and in the sync port of the receiver. Now you have the possibilities to trigger your camera. You can put the receiver on the hot shoe of your camera, but it's not doing nothing. The communication is through the wire, is not through the hot shoe. You have to switch from your X3 Pro from a flash control to shutter control, and now you can trigger your camera remotely. Now, I had different expectation for this setup. I thought that the information from the camera, all pass through the receiver and go to the flash, and you can trigger the flash, but it's not working this way. When you switch to shutter remote trigger, the hot shoe on the receiver is dead, so is no information going to the flash. The only workaround to this situation is to take your receiver from the hot shoe and install the flash directly on your camera hot shoe. And now you can control the camera remotely, and the flash will be in TTL. Now, if you want to use flash and remote trigger of your camera, you'd have to put your flash on the camera hot shoe. I have the receiver to the side, but it's hooked up to my camera via the sync port. And this way I can trigger the camera and use the TTL flash. If you want to add more lights to the setup and use TTL or manual mode, right now I'm using another X3 remote on the camera shoe, and I have my the Godox V1 on group A, and I can add the AD100. This is in a group B. I have the flashes and manual mode, and now I can trigger the whole setup with my Godox X3 Pro remote wirelessly. If you need to go to this extreme, if you want to stay away from your camera, when you have your camera in somewhere where it's not accessible, it's a way to go, and basically it does what the pocket wizards used to do back in the days. So I have everything set up, but you need two remote control, and I think for everybody who has strobes or a remote or off-camera flashes, you need to have two remote controls. For redundancy, you need to make sure that when you go to a shoot, if one goes bad, you have a backup. So this way, if you want to trigger everything remote, you are able to do it. It's a little bit like a Christmas tree right now with all this together. Maybe you can find a shorter wire. It's still slick. If you need it, you can have that possibility. Overall, the Godox XR is a good investment if you have some of these Canon or Nikon speedlights which are compatible with the receiver, and you want to tap into the Godox wireless world. At around 50 bucks is a pretty good price for this feature if you need them, or if you want to upgrade your flash game from your older Canon, Nikon or Sony flashes to be compatible with the Godox system. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.